Hey everyone, and welcome to the club, and welcome to this year's first Inktober drawing lesson. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Cinccino from Pokemon. We're going to get started in the center of our page with the eyes. So let's move over to the left side and draw in an oval. Starting from the very top, just going to work our way down towards the bottom, and then back up towards the top. Now I'm going to leave a large gap in the center and draw the same thing on the right side. So let's line up the top of the eye and draw that same sized oval. Over on the left side of each eye, we're going to draw a smaller oval for a highlight. So just up against the side of the eye, draw an oval. And we'll do the same thing on the right. Now let's go and fill the outside of the eye in black. In line with the bottom edge of the eye, we're going to move over towards the center and draw a small black dot for the nose. Now let's move down and draw the mouth. Starting on the left, I'm going to curve down and then back up on the right. We're going to connect these 2 points with a half circle. Starting on the left, come down towards the bottom, and then back up towards the top. Now I'm going to draw in the tongue. Starting on the left side of the mouth, we're going to curve up in the middle and then down. Now we're going to move to the side of the head and draw in the ear fur. So just above the left eye, I'm going to start with a curve going up and out. Now I'm going to round this out and then pull that back in. We're going to draw a smaller curve on the bottom here, going out, and then pulling that right in. We'll draw a smaller one and come in towards the eye. Coming out, and then just pulling that in and up. We're going to take that and flip it over on the right. So let's line this up along the top, curve up and out towards the right, round it out and pull it back in. We'll draw a smaller one just below it, sort of aiming towards the eye, and we'll draw one more, going out and pulling that in towards the eye. Now from the top of the fur, we're going to step in and draw the outside of the ear. Starting on the left, we're going to go up and in, curve up and over towards the left, and just go out. Do the same thing on the right. So let's line this up, go up, and then out towards the right. We're going to round out the tip of the ear and come in just below the fur. Starting on the left, we're going to round this out, curve around. I'm just going to pull that in just underneath the fur. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now let's draw on the inside of the ear. Starting from the tip of the first curve, go out and over towards the left. Now from this point, I want to draw an overlap. Stepping in, we're going to follow the same curve of the ear, coming down, and then pulling that in underneath the fur. Do the same thing on the right. Starting from the top of the fur, coming out, over towards the right. Now we're going to step back, and just follow that same curve of the ear, coming down, and then in behind the fur. Let's draw on the lower part of the head. So from this point, I want to create an overlap. We're going to step out, curve down. Now we're going to pull this in underneath the mouth. We're going to work our way back up towards the right underneath the ear. Now let's move back up and draw on the hair. Starting from this point in the ear, we're going to curve in and then down. Do the same thing on the right. I'm going to draw a short line going up. Now from here, we're going to curve in and then down towards the center point. Now let's go in and draw on the top of the hair. Starting from the center, we're going to move up and just over towards the left. We're going to curve up, around, and then tuck this in behind the inside edge of the right ear. Now let's move over to the left side. We're going to curve up and then in behind the top layer. Now the hair is going to go around the ear and then back in behind the head. So we start on the left side just underneath the ear, curve down, and then in. Now let's draw on the large collar. Starting from the same point, we're going to curve out, down. Now we're going to pull this up on the right side, coming up underneath the chin. On this side on the left, I'm just going to draw a wrinkle, curving over and then down. Now let's go back over to the right side. From this point, we're going to step down. We're going to curve in the opposite direction. Curving around and then down. I'm going to pull this back up underneath the hair on the right side. Now let's move down and draw on the side of the body. Starting on the left, I'm going to curve out the hip and then just pull that in. We're going to take that and flip it over on the right. So let's line this up right out here. We're going to curve out. Now we're just going to pull that in towards the same height. Now we're going to leave a small gap for the feet. So we're going to step in and draw on that curve for the lower part of the body. On the left side, I'm going to have the foot aimed towards the right, and on the right, we're going to come straight down. So from this point, I'm going to step out to create an overlap, curve around the bottom of the foot, round this out, and then pull that back over towards the left. Now we're going to step over towards the right, we're going to come down a little bit lower, round up the side of the foot, and then pull that in. Let's separate out the toes. So on the left side, we're going to draw 2 lines angled out. And then on the right, we're going to draw 2 lines going straight up. Let's move up into the body and draw on the hands. Starting on the inside, just underneath the collar, we're going to curve in, round up the hand, and we'll pull that up. Now we're going to take this point, move over towards the right, curve in, round up the hand, and then we'll pull that up. Let's add in the finger separation. On the left side, we draw 2 angled lines going out, and we'll go in the opposite direction on the right side. Now over on the left side, we're going to have the tail coming around. Starting on the side of the body, we're going to curve out, and then down. We're going to add a point. We're going to taper that back up. Now we're going to curve back around again, coming down and in to right about there. Now we're going to pull this up, so we're going to taper the tail going up and in. We're going to stop right about there. We're going to step down to create an overlap and curve in behind the body. Now you can see a little bit of this tail coming over along the right side. So we're going to start on the side of the foot at the top, curve around, and then pull that back in. The last thing we do is add the fur coming around the side of the body. So on the side of the collar, we're going to curve out and then down. We're going to create a little overlap. So from here, we're going to step up, curve around and in over the end of that line. Now we're going to pull this up underneath the hair. We're going to go out, and we're going to taper this, going up and then in. Now let's take that and flip it over on the right. We're going to line this up, curve around, and then down to right about there. From here, we're going to step up, curve over that line, and then pull that in. Now I'm just going to round this out, going out towards the right, pull that in behind the hair, and that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Cinccino from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed today's art lesson. Make sure you join me on Friday and Saturday for more art challenges. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.